Hey everybody. I don't know if you can hear me. I hope you can. What you can do is hit like for me, or send me some hearts if you can hear me, because I am definitely in the car. I don't know if everybody can hear me. If they can, just let me know. Shoot me a comment, send me some hearts, send me something to tell me that you guys can hear me. We've been going through it this week. And just learning how to go on live is something different for me. So I'm glad that we are now able to do that. So if I could just get some hearts going on or some likes going on, that would be awesome. Oh, no.
Can we start loving people the best way we can?
Okay. Welcome to Two Sisters in Christ. What makes this channel so important is that you can praise God anywhere. Right now, I am literally sitting in front of Pizza Hut or Domino's ordering pizza. And I'm here to express to you guys how good God is while I'm in the car. I wonder if the car is the place where I'm supposed to be, because I'm always on the move. I'm always moving. And today is Social Saturdays. So what that means, Social Saturdays is when you guys are able to give us feedback. I know this week is been a crazy week, from tornadoes to me being tremendously busy yesterday to today cutting grass to not able to log on at the right time. I mean, this week was a hectic week, but we're going to still press on anyway. While I'm waiting on my food. But if someone would like to share, first of all, I want you guys to like, I want you guys to share, and I want you guys to comment, because we're new to the game and we definitely want your feedback. We want a lot of people to interact. I want a lot of people to I'm adding Sister Jade to. Oh, it connected. Yay!
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, sister.
Hi.
Hi, Brian.
Hi, Mommy. Hi,
How you doing, baby? So, a perfect social Saturdays, because I'm sitting in front of Domino's waiting for my pizza, and we are still going to have social Saturdays, because I'm really sad that we were unable to do testimony Thursdays, but that's okay, because we are still able to tell or share our testimonies today during social Saturdays. So we're just waiting for a couple of more people to add in. Don't be shy. Don't be scared. Just come on in. We won't bite. We're just two, adults sharing wisdom, sharing our experiences with God, and bringing it to the people, bringing it to the youth and the young adults. And it's Saturday night. Now, I know a lot of people are usually doing something they got no business doing on Saturday nights, but we're gonna be on here on Saturdays, um, socializing with you guys, giving us
Oh
on how we can help our channel and how we can make this channel great. So yeah.
Alexa, play in the park. I believe.
And guys, just so you know, anytime that we're doing a live feed, you can always look out for the flyers, the
Yep.
added posts to keep you reminded that we're going to be live. Always pay attention to the page timeline, because if we're going to be late, we're going to post that we're going to run late. We're going to always try to keep you guys updated with anything that we're doing, because this is a ministry, but we also have personal lives.
Yeah.
Tashina works every day. I'm home with my kids. One is in virtual schooling and one is a toddler. So we are constantly on the move. We are constantly trying to make sure that schedules match up. So bear with us. Keep that in mind. But always know that we're going to keep you updated with anything we do.
Absolutely, Jade. So let's start off with this question. What types of topics or what conversations you guys want to hear from us? We'll open up social, because this is like us talking. It's kind of like a talk show. We're asking our audience, what types of topics are you interested in hearing? So this week was an interesting week. Chadwick passed away.
Both. Yeah.
Our
Black Panther, Chadwick Boseman.
Chadwick passed away. That really, really hurt my feelings. But it was a blessing within his death. I think a lot of people don't understand the blessing of Chadwick. You know, never judge a book by its cover.
Right.
Chadwick went through so much. He went through so much. And to know after his death that he was dealing with stage 3 and it progressed to stage 4 colon cancer, and he still acts as if nothing was wrong with him, to try to continue to talk to people, you know, play these roles. I mean, that's a blessing. That's a
Well,
blessing.
when you most people don't realize that when you're dealing with illness of the body, it's just that. Now, Chadwick Boseman, from what I understand, he was a spiritual man. Okay, he did firmly believe in God and talk to God daily, from what I understand from his wife's posts and, you know, close friends' posts and those who talk to him on a daily. But when you're sick in the body, that doesn't mean you're sick. Your body is sick.
Yep.
And he held himself with such dignity and with such grace and with such elegance that proved to the world that the stereotypical image that they see most Black men have is false. It's falsified.
Yep.
And he not only was a great actor with numerous titles under his name, because I've literally watched almost all of his movies.
Me too.
From Message to the King,
James
to
Brown was my favorite before Black Panther.
Now I like James Brown. I like 42, you know, but I love Message to the King. I love when he played
21 Bridges.
Yeah, The Five Bloods was actually a good movie. I watched that this week.
I'm still in the process of that movie. I haven't really had an opportunity to complete the movie, but I am watching it. It's like I haven't had an opportunity to sit down and enjoy the movie.
Turn the
But
mic on 2%.
that just goes to show you that he worked through his pain, and he never, pretty much, the old saying, never let them see you sweat.
Alexa, sit down.
That is definitely what he did.
Turn it down.
Coming from someone that has been sick.
Hold
When I
on.
was about,
Alexa, turn the volume down 10%. I am so sorry. Zion has
oh, it's
lost his
okay.
mind for a moment.
I was just explaining to them, coming from someone that knows what it feels like to be sick. And I, everyone has their own test for their own testimonies, and Chadwick's testimonies came through his death.
They can see you.
When he died, and to know what he went through, that was a testimony within itself. Like, I never seen someone's death turned into a testimony. That's how I took it. Like, his mindset and the way how he, just like you said, he handled it with grace. People have a cold and act like children.
Yeah.
People scratch and get a paper cut and cry about it. This
And
man,
act like a baby. Yeah. But he was sick,
suffered.
dying.
He was dying, and he told us he was dying. And I watched the interview, and this lady was like, he was like, yeah, I'm dead. And she was like, no, but seriously. He was like, no, I'm serious, I'm dead. And she was, but we don't want you to be dead. He was like, I understand, but I'm dead. Like, he gave.
I mean, because a lot of people don't want to accept that. You don't want to accept that. They don't accept it people,
because they don't think it's not a better place to go. It's a better place to go than here.
It's not just that. It's as our flesh, we don't want to accept death because we think that we're going to leave something here.
Yeah.
That we can't, we'll never get back. But I'm like, if I had a choice to continue to wander the earth, or to be where there's no sorrow, no pain, no sickness, no nothing but everlasting joy and happiness and love.
Yes.
I'm a choose.
Thank you. You too.
I'm a choose the love. I'm gonna choose the everlasting joy and peace. That's where I'm gonna go. But Chadwick Boseman blessed us with not just that, but something our kids can look up to as being the first Black superhero. Now, I have friends that'll argue that the first Black superhero was Blade. And I'm like, no. Here comes the nerd in me. Here comes the nerd in me.
I just think that
Blade was an anti-hero.
I mean, it was other,
heroes,
but a superhero that was literally super in person, we only got one.
I mean, I can't say that either because we don't know what's to come. And they were still in the works with some other movies, Black superhero movies that, of course, because of the pandemic had to be put on hold. But Chadwick, no one will ever play T'Challa the way he played T'Challa. Okay. He learned Sosa. Well, let me pronounce it correctly. Tosa. Okay. He learned that language, a South African language, okay, in a day. In a day. That tells you how talented that man was.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was.
Okay. But he's in a better place. He has a awesome legacy that he left behind for his children.
What amazing legacy that would never go away. Like that. I watched Black Panther today, and I almost cried. It's just I want to
watch it again. I probably will.
I probably will,
but I haven't. But I'm looking forward to.
Go ahead.
I'm looking forward to them introducing the second Black Panther, which is
Oh
Shuri,
yeah, which
who
is his sister.
was played by yes. And they
I
had
am
such an awesome
definitely.
relationship. I know it's going to be hard. You know,
Wait
I know it's
though.
going to be hard for her because their relationship was so awesome.
Did you hear her
But it's
poem
going to
that
be
she
all
made to him?
yeah,
Oh,
yes.
that poem was so
I
heartfelt.
cried.
Oh man,
I
it was
cried.
amazing. For her
But
to be
she
young, she's 26 years old, and to work with a great star like that, I'm guaranteeing her mindset and acting is all going to be different. It's all going to be different because of him.
I don't think I think that she's going to have a different approach, but at the same time, because you know she's a young Black woman who was in a multi-million, actually $1 billion franchise, and she was a character in the first all Black, well, not all Black, majority Black cast superhero movie, and she would play the genius in the movie, and now she gets to be the Black Panther.
Is that
That in
confirmed or is
itself,
that a wish?
that right now, they were talking about it before Chadwick passed away. So we're just waiting for the confirmation that that is what's going to happen.
Well, they did have the
Because
trailer for Black Panther 2.
Right, they did, but they're going to have to lay him to rest. They're going to have to literally kill him in this movie because he's no longer here to play the character. So, and no other man, I'm sorry, whatever, call it an opinion, whatever, will ever be able to play T'Challa the way Chadwick played T'Challa and the way the world has seen T'Challa.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Our next subject.
But Zion, can you please come in here, son?
I'm
sorry.
How did the kids do in school this week? I think this was the first week of school. Let's talk about our kids. Or I don't have any children, but I do have a lot of friends that had their kids started school virtual learning this week, and I've seen a lot of ups and I also seen a lot of downs with virtual learning. Jade, because your mom and your daughter Journey has started virtual learning, what are your opinions about virtual learning?
I got so
Anybody
many.
that's interested in writing down their children's experience, I just missed the slide, experience on virtual learning this week, please do not hesitate to leave a comment. Go ahead, Jade. The floor is yours.
Virtual learning. Well, I know for Maryland, school has already started. Virginia starts after Labor Day. So they're the lucky ones, but they're not so lucky in the sense as of the technology part of it. They're going to literally spend at least the first 2 days struggling to get into their classes. Okay, I know for Journey, it literally was hectic because when we tried to get in school, I'm like, why does your schedule say classes start at 7, but we know your school don't start till 8:30.
Exactly.
You know, so that's a problem. And then she has a day in the week where she has one class that she signs into to have a live feed, a live section. And she has enrichment classes, which technically aren't classes. They're independent study segments for the rest of the day. But here's the problem. They did not inform parents on that first week, which just passed, that independent study, they have to at least log into a group study program or do something where they go on one of the sites that the classes may use, like Duolingo or Khan Academy, stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
Or they have to submit an assignment in order to be counted present in that class.
Wow.
And I'm like, so what you're saying is you pretty much hoodwink parents into thinking that their kids have one class and a free day for the rest of the day when they need to be doing something and
So
constantly
much
signing
more.
in. So that, right. And I'm like, I told my child to do work. I want all your homework assignments that you got so far, do them. So they feel like, oh, I got to rush because they're due on Friday. No, you do them when you get them, and then you don't have to worry about this. You're not rushed. And if you don't understand, that's what those help segments are for. But it literally changes your schedule of how you run your household. We normally would get up, get dressed, she'd go to school, drop her off, and the rest of the day I could run errands, do whatever I need to do, be back and pick her up at 3:10. Here, she has her first class at 8:30. She gets out about 9:15. Then she has a 15-minute intermission, and then she has to be in her next class. Then she has another 15-minute intermission. Then she has another class. Then she has a 15-minute. No, then she has her lunch, and then she has another class, and then a 15 intermission, and then another class. And I'm like, it's difficult when you have one child in virtual learning versus all kids in virtual learning.
Yes.
If both Journey and Zion were in virtual learning, it'd be so much easier because I could just sit, one down here, one over here, do your work.
Exactly.
But I have to keep him away so she can focus, and that's very difficult because he's in potty training mode. So he got to go to the bathroom. He don't care how loud he is. He's going to run up the steps and go to the bathroom. And I'm like, Zion, you got to be quiet. You can go to the bathroom, but shh.
Exactly.
He's hungry. He doesn't care how loud he get. He wants you to know I'm hungry. And I'm like, okay, are you muted? Make sure your camera on, but are you on mute? Because I don't want them to hear background noise. And I don't want her to be embarrassed because she hears a lot of noise going on in the background and she's trying to talk. So virtual learning is a little...
It's different. It's very different.
It's a lot different.
And I also think that a lot of students are missing the interaction with other kids. Like, I've seen a lot...
They're all online at the same time, and they can see each other because that's why they have their cameras on.
But I also seen a lot of children that had one-on-ones. Like, today, this is your time from this time to this time. Or they just talk. It's different when you're in a classroom full of kids and it's the social part that a lot of parents are missing out on.
Thank you. Yeah, but see, those kids are normally having a special education.
Oh, no.
Those kids normally have most of the time when a teacher does a one-on-one session, that's when I say special education, I'm not talking special ed. I'm talking they may have a certification program because they're an accelerated program, or they may be in doing the CTE, which is the computer tech engineer program. So it's a lot of different things that they're doing. I know I have a few friends who their kids have they do their speech therapy or their autism the spectrum type therapy clarification, whatever, one-on-one, but they try to do everything in a group setting because it's less time than doing one-on-one sessions.
It looks amazing. It is amazing, baby. Thank you. This looks amazing.
I'm sorry, I just got real loud in here.
Oh no, it's okay. Well,